Anyway, let me tell you. So there's one of the topics we are talking about. There's going to be a theme. Let's just put it out there. And that is love. It's love. It's relationships. It's all of that. So one of the topics today is how close should your spouse be with their coworker? Now this one's a big one because most people don't work with their spouses.
Right.
So there's a time where they're going to go out and they're going to be with their coworker, and maybe that relationship goes a little deeper, a little more extra. So it's how close should they be?
Yeah.
And for me personally, I feel like if you're working together, try as much to make that working together, especially if it's a coworker who is of the opposite sex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like this is just boundaries, just like how there is with friendships or anything else. You know how you should be conducting yourself as a man who's committed to more.
Yeah.
So I feel like there should be a big, big line as a boundary.
I think it's weird because I've never necessarily seen like an issue of like, yeah, be friends, whatever, go to parties. It does become weird. It's like the golden rule of chilling is like, don't chill without me, you know? Because then it's like, okay, so I introduced y'all and here you are getting a little relationship without me. You know what? It's like unfair. I do think that obviously you're right. If it's like my husband and my guy coworkers hanging out, fine. I think, it's like maybe if like I'm having a birthday, sure, everybody can come to my birthday, but like don't be out without me, you know?
Okay, maybe let's make a distinction.
Yeah, is
so,
it with
yes,
your
first
your
of all,
coworker?
what is my man doing with my coworker?
That doesn't make sense. Yeah.
But it's the same thing. It's like you
Yeah,
go,
it doesn't make sense.
if you're trying to be friends with his coworkers, it's like the same thing.
I don't understand.
Exactly, it's the same
am I
thing. It's
saying?
like all of the whole area would be uncomfortable, you know?
I feel as if the question is basically your spouse and his coworkers and how close
If
are
she's
they?
female.
Yeah, exactly. If she's female or male, and like I feel as if like maybe you guys haven't experienced it, but like for me and for guys who are part of the Ebru family and everything, and the show that I host before this, we have really good chemistry with my co-host,
yeah.
Yes.
And there's all these little rumors and everything from like certain fans and stuff like, ooh, are you guys doing something?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing? Blah, 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 whatever. So I think like also it's possible. Like you can get really, really close with your co-hosts in a friendly way. You know what I mean? It's possible to get really close, but it be seen as something more than friendship from somebody else. So I think as long as you're clear with your partner that like, hey, it's just professional. We're just working together, and there's nothing else. They should be okay.
You can
with it.
acknowledge the movie magic. It's like of course people want to see the chemistry on screen.
Yeah.
So for this instance, like I understand that, and especially of course the rumors. But like, what about in an office setting? Yeah. Because if you really think about it, your spouse spends so much of their day with their coworkers.
Yeah.
What do you think the red flags of the relationship could be? And you're like, like, because people get drinks after work. Is that weird? People, I don't know, office parties.
By the way, when is it like
When are the
crossing
red
the
flags?
line?
Let
Can
me
you go
tell
out
you.
and party with your coworkers?
For me, that's the thing.
You
I
can,
feel like,
can't you?
here's the thing, like if you're going out in a group, right, and you go out in a group, that's just like a whole group. But time 1, time 2, time 3, you're going out with this specific one person
Of
who
the
happens to be of
opposite
the
sex.
opposite sex.
Yeah.
Now we are not even understanding what we're doing with each other.
Yeah.
Because if I'm conducting myself in a way where, like, even now, like, oh, lady, let's go for a drink with one of the guys and stuff, and you can do it once or twice, but then, when you make it a habit that you're constantly saying, I'm with this girl, I'm with this girl all the time, I think it's a no. And let me tell you, even let's say in the media, right? When two people are working together and everyone's just assuming, how they're assuming that there's something going on, that already is that that already, like, constantly hearing other people,
Instability.
yes, the other people saying your man and some other girl, it's uncomfortable.
Or the terms work wife, work husband. Because
yeah.
those
I've been a
things,
victim of that.
yeah, those things can really get under your skin,
Yep.
It's funny because when I was younger, someone was called my work husband at one point, and I was like, there was nothing there, guys. And so I was just like, okay, how do I like make sure he's well into the correct zone?
Yeah.
It's like the weird conversations, because one time he even came and bought me coffee once, and I was like, oh, okay. I guess this is where it's going.
See what I mean?
You've got to establish those
I
lines.
understand.
Question. How do we feel about that work wife, work husband?
Okay,
but the thing is,
those are really
you know what's
strong
funny though? You know what's
terms.
funny though? We all know that it happens like when in your workspace, that like the kind of atmosphere, like the flirtiness that happens, and it's okay. But if you were to find out that your spouse is doing it, then it's a problem.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because like because like sometimes like we just joke around and think, yeah, my husband, blah blah blah, ha, ha,
But
ha.
between
Yeah, get
us.
me, yeah, exactly. But with the opposite sex, still though, we do that as girls.
Can we just
But
change
if our
the
men were
term?
to do that, like it would be a problem.
It's serious.
Yep.
It's absolutely serious. Can't we just like change the term? Because husband and wife, I feel like are regarded so strong. Can't it just like work, babe? Work.
Either
crush,
way,
work something.
all you're doing is just putting work in front of the title I got in your life.
Right.
So is it that when you get there, we switch or what?
Exactly. What happens if I come to the work party and she runs up to you, work husband? Ooh, there's gonna be some.
Is that a
issues.
fight? Am
Is
I
that
allowed
a
to fight? Yes.
Do I need to physically have an altercation?
Yeah.
Who knows?